on a very foundational level, the most secret and basic form of individuating or achieving some type of goal is life wants you to procreate. Life wants you to make babies. This is because life's playing a trick on you. She's filling you full of urges for girls and pretty girls so that you create a child for her so that she can get her rigmarole going where she's in this combat against time. She's playing this little puppeteer trick upon you. Now, life gives you more instincts, a more complex compendium of instincts that she wants you to fulfill. For example, you have this urge in your chest to create community and friendship and bonding so that you have this big, strong network and this big, strong tribe of people who love and respect you. And then, of course, she gives you, similar enough, life gives you visions and dreams so that you have this dream of making a kingdom, this dream of making reality and making art and whatnot. And all these type of things in a very foundational level serve life because, for example, if you follow your dreams and become a powerful, wealthy person who's able to manifest your reality and build a kingdom around you, you become a very, very useful asset for life to prosecute her goals of beating entropy. You can do incredible things. You can make an 1,000-year Roman Empire, which will last for millennia, and then life will be very safe operating through you. So life uses all of your instincts in order to prosecute her goals. And of course, your feeling of individuating, this is exactly where you feel them. Your feeling of getting the anima and getting a wife and all this type of stuff is simply life trying to use you in order for you to gain the boons of procreation. Life trying to get you to manifest art or something like that. It's a similar thing. She's trying to get you to manifest out and create out of yourself. Through you, she's using you to create something beautiful and motivating and powerful so that you create a vision of something beautiful that people can build around. For example, like a political kingdom or something like this. Your urge for a tribe and a family. All these things, they all fall in alignment with the instincts of life. Life is the sacred pressure here. Now, we already know from looking at the gym that life responds to challenge. Life wants to be traumatized. Life wants to be bullied. Life wants strength. Life loves strength. What she sees as beautiful, what life teaches you and makes you feel as beautiful in your body is something that is strong. The most perfect version of the human being is a human being that is strong. All the Greek statues are strong. They look beautiful. They are excellent figures. They are strong figures. And they all look fantastic and beautiful in this type of way. Now, of course, the person who individuates, the person who most rises up through all the instincts and manifests the most comprehensive and profound vision of a reality that you could possibly imagine. This person is fundamentally the person who can handle the most trauma and overcome the most obstacles. Because you see, life has kind of put you in a little bit of an unfair game. Life has put you in a game where you're destined to get traumatized and you're destined to not be able to individuate. Most things don't get to individuate. Most things don't get to become perfect. Most things don't get to become beautiful. For example, for you to become beautiful in your body and lift weights and become a perfect Greek god type figure, in order for you to achieve this, you have to kill animals and eat them. You have to take an animal's life. You have to take something else's life and consume them in order to become strong. If you are vegan, you have to eat vegetables and kill them in order to become strong. In order for you to individuate and fill out yourself and become perfect, you have to take time off someone else. You have to, go to the gym and eat food off someone else. You have to be raised by all these type of things. All these things have to go right in order for you to individuate. It is a competitive thing. It is an unequal thing. Most people won't get to achieve individuation in the way that you do. And it's the same with all these other instincts. In order for you to find a girlfriend and a wife, you have to take the girl off other guys. Other guys aren't allowed to have your girl. They're not allowed to bear children with your girl. You have to take her off them, and then she has to become yours, and then you have to procreate in this type of way. Her destiny has to get bound up with your reality. And so she choosing you excludes everybody else. She says, I'm choosing you. Life says you are the right one. I don't want all these other guys on my Instagram popping in with the DMs. I'm not interested. They are not worthy. You're the one I choose. Now, of course, this is all good if it's you, and you get to individuate. You get to manifest and create a baby, create a child. What a brilliant, amazing thing. Go you. That's absolutely fantastic. But this is not a universal human right. Most women don't let just any guy create a child with them. That's the most horrible and freaky thing you could ever imagine for them. They are picky. They have taste. They decide, I don't just want anything, I want the best. And that is a good thing. And of course, this means that there's a lot of guys that don't get to individuate. And if you look at the reality of male experience throughout history, half of all men would have 2 children, and the other half of men would have 0 children. So there's this inequality going on there where most men get nothing and some men get everything and double of everything. Some men individuate in a comprehensive and crazy way where some men don't get to individuate at all. And this is the true reality of nature, the true selective danger and power of nature, something you have to be very acutely and keenly aware of. Now, of course, the problem with this is this true reality hurts our minds because we want to believe in perfection. We want to believe it is easy. We want to believe it is abstract. Instead of bringing it down to these foundational levels and understanding, we need to discipline ourselves to the realities of life. We need to place ourselves on the foundational stone of what life is. Think, for example, of how pregnancy works, how you came about, how you were made, how life operated and created you. It's such an interesting story. What life did is she's got this rigmarole going around, which we call romance and love. And what you do at the end of this is a very crude thing where you could say you pass on your DNA to a woman, and then she receives your seed within your womb. Now, what happens within this womb is like it's a little bit of an Olympic race, a little bit of a sprinting game of sorts, right? And so there's this egg inside of her, and this egg is a super important thing because whoever gets into that egg is going to have this incredible destiny and ability to individuate. This spermatozoon, or whatever you call them, is going to wiggle like an absolute madman and go into the egg, and then of course get all the boons and the nutrition and the blood and all the milk off the mum, and going to swell up and grow into one of these things. And that was you. You were that egg. You were that sperm. Well done. You're such a Chad. Well done. Good for you. And this is an absolutely fantastic thing. So there's this big race. But the thing is there's like, a million other boyos in there, a million other wiggling sperm, and they're all fighting against you, and they're all competing. And only one of them is going to make it. We're not all going to make it. Only one of them is going to make it and get into that sperm and individuate. Most of the rest of them won't individuate. Most of the rest of them won't achieve this. Most of the rest of them won't perfect themselves. Most of the rest of them are going to die down the toilet. It is a very crude and ugly reality, but this is the reality, and this is how we're supposed to discipline our minds. This one wiggling sperm wiggles as hard as and fast as it can in order to get into that egg, and then boom, it gets all the boons of what you could expect in the world. Now, of course, what is interesting is that in order for this sperm to get to the egg, the sperm has to get traumatized. It has to chug through and and bash up against, I don't even know what's going on inside there. It has to bash up against all these walls, and there's probably other wiggling sperms that are like, I don't know, like whipping its tail up against it and stuff like this. It's a crazy fight. It's a crazy war. But you understand that if this sperm doesn't wiggle for its fucking dear life, it is not going to have any destiny or any future. It's going to die a meaningless oblivion, the toilet oblivion that is the destiny of the vast majority of sperm. It is an absolutely crazy story of inequality. And of course, the reality, the success, the sperm that makes it in there, this dude, this guy who burrows and wiggles as hard as he can to get into that egg, he becomes you. He becomes this brilliant, amazing experience in life that lasts 70 years, as opposed to what, like 3-4 days or something like that, which is the experience of a failure sperm, if you think about that. Now, this is a very simple principle that life operates on. And why would it be any different when it extends to your life as a whole? The ability for you to understand this first principle about how life works is really, really important, because then when you get into the outside world, it is the same thing. There's this swath of competition, this charging where all of us are trying to individuate. We're all trying to become something. We're all trying to release our dreams, release our hopes, release our desires. We're all trying to get girlfriends. But of course, it's not all sharing. It's not all going around. You're like, there's the girls go to the best, and some guys end up with no girls. And that is the way that the game works. And that's the way the game that it has always historically worked. Now, of course, this happens on the realm of your mind and your soul and your character as well. Some men become successful and manage to individuate. They manage to manifest their dreams. Think about the highest visions within your mind, your dreams and your purpose and your experiences. Think about these higher perspectives and higher pictures. You see these visions of great plans that you're going to do. You're going to become an artist and manifest your dreams and get all the resources poured upon these dreams. You're going to get the vision of the kingdom and get all the resources poured upon your kingdom. You're going to make your dreams happen. Your dreams are like your instincts screaming through you to make you have these big plans that are going to make life very, very happy. You're going to build an empire. You're going to build a kingdom and all these type of things.